Then Watson was hoping to play one final game in the Dome. But the Saints tight end, who announced in late December that he was retiring at the end of the season, likely won't get to. An ESPN report on Friday says Watson is out for Sunday's NFC Championship game against the Los Angeles Rams due to appendicitis. Watson didn't practice on Wednesday and Thursday but was at practice on Friday. The Saints injury report, which came out later in the day, listed Watson as questionable. It's unclear if Watson's illness will require surgery, which would mean he would miss the Super Bowl if the Saints get past the Rams. So Friday's news could be the end of a career for Watson, who spent 4 of his 14 NFL seasons in New Orleans, a pro's pro. Sean Payton said of Watson earlier in the week. Teammates have similar words about Watson. If there is a blueprint, he's it, said Saints tight end Michael Hoomanawanui, who is on injured reserve this season and helping as an extra assistant coach. Quote, 2 or 3 guys have that it factor and he's one of them. The locker room changes from year to year, but to get a guy like that is pretty rare. Watson is in his second stint in New Orleans. He played with the Saints from 2013 to 2015, then returned this season after playing last season with the Baltimore Ravens. His career started with the New England Patriots, where he spent his first 6 seasons before moving on to play 3 seasons with the Cleveland Browns. Then he came to New Orleans, where he has made plenty of memories. Watson has caught 148 passes for 1,587 yards and 12 touchdowns in his 4 seasons with the Saints. He has caught 35 passes for 400 yards and 2 touchdowns this season. His touchdown against the Baltimore Ravens was the 500th touchdown pass of Drew Brees' career. But for all his accomplishments on the field, his teammates talk more about what he's done off the field. He's written books on fatherhood and racism and fought for social justice. Just a special human, said left tackle Teron Armstead. You notice his presence when he's in the building and when he's not. He's not afraid to share his knowledge. Tight end Nate Wozniak sits just 2 lockers down from Watson. So he hears all the players who walk over to Watson's locker seeking that knowledge. Sometimes they are seeking football pointers, but it's mostly life stuff, Wozniak said. You'd be surprised at how many guys come up and ask him life questions. It's awesome to listen to his responses. He's definitely wise. That wisdom is perhaps why Watson has been able to stick around and play so long at a position that usually doesn't see players last as long as Watson has. Payton says tight ends playing for that many seasons is the exception and not the norm. You've seen him, Armstead said. He looks like an action figure, and in a way, he is a hero of sorts, one who was hoping to put on his no. 82 jersey one last time for the home crowd. He's one of those guys that we need to do it for, said defensive tackle Tyler Davison. He's a big-time leader who brings a lot of maturity and poise and knows how to do things the right way. He's been in the league all these years and there is a reason for that. It's the way that he works and the way he approaches this job. He provides a good example for everybody in here. His teammates would like to have him back for the Super Bowl. But his presence in the locker room will be missed next season. The interesting thing about him though is that he passes so much along to other people, Wozniak said. So you know he'll be gone, but he's passed on so much to everybody that he'll still be here. Follow Rod Walker on Twitter, @RodWalkerAdvocate.